All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yasharahla, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations unto you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth. Looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon, also known as America today. All right. Going to get into a quick lesson. Don't really know the title as of now, but the elder Yashawama did a beautiful video dealing with the chariots, you know, also known as the UFOs or whatnot, but we know them as the chariots, all right, as well as salvation, the strangers of salvation, pursuing the wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. Dang, I wish I had my mic on. We'll be all right.
I think I got a mic.
No, it's cool, bro. So then I also watched I forget the other video, but it's pretty much a response in a sense to those videos. They was both speaking about basically the power of the angels, man. Okay. He was speaking about the UFOs and things, you know, the chariots, all right, dealing with the vehicles themselves and the fact that they're showing up, and the reason they're showing up because the scripture said that they will enter into the house of the thief, all right, which America is the most place that has so-called UFO sightings, okay. On Salaki, I can't remember the other video that I can't remember the brother, but it was basically a video about spiritual power, okay? So as I'm listening to these brothers do their lessons, it put me into 2nd Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, when Heliodorus entered into the temple and got their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? That's just showing, you know, we're going to read most of it, but just showing the sincerity, showing the passion, showing the delicacy or the care or the love that the Lord has for the temple, man. Okay. Matter of fact, we can actually start off. Let's get the story, bro. So basically in this story, you had one by the name of Simon, who was a governor. He was a Benjamite, and he felt some type of way with the high priest of Onias, so he decided to go and tell the enemy about our riches, man, that was in the temple. All right, said there's a numeral amount and this and that, and then so here it is, the king, the Seleucid king, which I believe was the 4th, the Philopator. He sent his treasurer Heliodorus to retrieve this treasure that he heard about. So when they entered into the city and they realized what they was doing, a bunch of our nation had started sending up prayers and supplications unto Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. And, you know, that's where we get down to this part where we're going to start reading that. So that's just a fast forward. I definitely think you should read the whole chapter. You know, line upon line is definitely a nice little quick read and a spirit and faith booster, man.
So this is the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 3, and verse 24. So this is talking about Heliodorus. It says, now as he was there present, to present himself with his guard about the treasury, the Lord of spirits and the Prince of all power caused a great apparition, so that all that presumed to come in with them were astonished at the power of Yahweh and fainted and were sore afraid.
Yeah, and I'm going to look up apparition, just a basic definition, okay? It says a ghost or ghost-like image of a person, the appearance of something remarkable or unexpected, typically an image of this type, you know? So it's something out of the ordinary, something supernatural, okay? I.e. the angels, man, okay? That when you go into it, it's speaking about the angels, and then get into it a little bit more.
It says, for there appeared unto them a horse with a terrible rider upon him, and adorned with a very fair covering, and he ran fiercely and smote at Heliodorus with his 4 feet, and it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete hardness of gold.
Yeah, and what it is a horse is synonymous with power, right? And the scriptures speak about the armies of the Lord. It speaks about them being clouds and different things of that nature. So these horses that was seen was chariots, man. All right. Can we also get Second Chronicles, the 6th chapter? I believe. You know, because this man, or it might be Second Kings. Try Second Kings 6, bro. 6 and 24-ish. I Google it just in case. Salakia. This wasn't on the list, you know.
Horses and chariots and great hosts.
Is that it?
No, that's not it. Wait, is it?
It should be.
This verse 14.
It's probably just not dead on the verse. You know what I'm talking about though? More is more or less. Second Kings 6 and 20.
Okay, yep. This is Second Kings.
Go to 17, Baba Kushai.
2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 17, right? It says, and Elisha prayed and said, Yahawah, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And when they had came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord Yahawah and said, smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. And Elisha said unto them, this is not the way, neither is this the city. Follow me, I will bring you to the man whom ye seek. But he led them to Samaria. It says,
What verse is that?
That was verse 19.
Keep going.
It says, and he said, and it came to pass when they were coming to Samaria that Elisha said, Yahawah, open the eyes of these men that they may see. And the Lord Yahawah opened their eyes, and they saw, and behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. And the king of Israel said unto Elisha, when he saw them, my father, shall I smite them? Shall I smite them? And he answered, thou shalt not smite them. Wouldst thou smite those whom thou hast taken captive with the sword, with thy sword, or with thy bow?
Salaki, I think we went too far. Yeah, we did. The point was in 17, and I thought it was leading up to 17. So just read at 16, Baba Kushai.
This is verse 16. It says, and he answered, fear not. For they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Yeah, so this is Elisha Salakia. This is Elisha telling his servant. He's like, basically, they was being chased. And he's like, yo, it's a lot of them. And he's like, yo, fear not. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It's more of us than it is of them. Go ahead. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord Yahawah, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord Yahawah opened the eyes of the young man.
So it's not that the man was blind. It's just at times there's just things that you can't see that's right in front of you, man. In another dimension, if you will, you know?
Kind of just like with the donkey seeing.
I got that. I got that. The donkey saw, but the guy didn't, man. Yep.
It says, and the Lord Yahawah opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
And there you go. It was full of horses and chariots of fire around about Elisha. Speaking about the angels, man. Okay. Speaking about the chariots. All right. So this is now you can read the story. This is Numbers 22. You can read the story for yourself, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point. So it says Numbers 22 and 30 says, and the ass said unto Balaam, so the ass was speaking to him. That's another apparition. Am not I thine ass upon which thou hast ridden ever since I was thine unto this day? And I ever want to do so unto thee? And he said, nay. Then the Lord Yahawah opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of Yahawah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed down his head and fell flat on his earth. So there's a bunch of times where there's chariots all in the skies all the time. Yeah. They just don't reveal themselves all the time, man. All right? It's all according to Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay? Go ahead, back over here.
Back in Maccabees, the 3rd chapter. And
so that's part of those apparitions, those remarkable miracles, man. And there's about to be a lot of things seen that people probably going to faint and lose their mind over, because the power of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is about to be shown throughout the earth, man.
This is 2 Maccabees 3:26. Moreover, 2 other young men appeared before him, notable in strength.
Notable, it's giving key. It's not just talking about no regular people, you know. It's giving key information to determine what is going on.
It says, excellent in beauty and comely in apparel, who stood by him.
Because it always speak about the angels being clothed in white, man. You know?
And comely in apparel, who stood by him on either side and scourged him continually and gave him many sore stripes.
Yep.
And Heliodorus fell down suddenly unto the ground and was compassed with great darkness. But they that were with him took him up and put him into a litter. Thus him that lately came with a great train and with all his guard into the said treasury, they carried out, being unable to help himself with his weapons, and manifestly they acknowledged the power of Yahweh.
They didn't have a choice but to acknowledge the power of Yahweh, man. I want to get this precept right quick. Ooh, 12 and 7. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 17. It says, for when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, the precept for that is perfect, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, us being in the know, thou makest their boldness manifest. It enlightens us even, it lifts us up even more, man. It gives us that extra boost because we know that it's YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI working, man. All right?
That's why I said the things written aforetime were written for our learning. So the same accounts that we're reading, like we're getting into now, showing that, hey, you can't mess with the Most High's people without his say-so, man. You know, reading on.
Let alone his temple, you know?
Yeah. It says, for he, verse 29, for he by the hand of the Most High, Yahweh, was cast down and lay speechless without all hope of life.
Got his ass beat, he was dead. All right?
But they praised the Lord that had miraculously honored his own place, for the temple, which a little afore was full of fear and trouble, when the Almighty Lord appeared, was filled with joy and gladness.
Yep.
Then straightway certain of Heliodorus,
because it said, but they praised the Lord that had miraculously honored his own place, right? His own place, the temple. All right, go ahead.
It says, then straightway certain of Heliodorus' friends prayed Onias that he would call upon the Most High to grant him his life, who lay ready to give up the spirit. So the high priest, suspecting lest the king should misconceive that some treachery had been done to Heliodorus by the Jews, offered a sacrifice for the health of a man.
Y'all need to stop playing with who y'all playing with, man. All right? Y'all need to stop playing with YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI's men, the apple of his eye, okay? This is all in account to that, but it's crazy because they came to him like, can he get his life back? And the high priest is feeling that compassion, you know, so the king won't feel some type of way, so it don't start a huge war because they was allies, pretty much. You know, they was cool. They was letting them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, yeah, so he don't think we own some belligerent things, you know, as an act of war. Hey, we gonna handle this situation.
And also that showed that they knew who the Most High was, because they could have prayed to any God, but they came to them and said, hey, pray to the Most High for us, man.
Well, it said in verse 28, and manifestly they acknowledged the power of the Most High.
Yeah.
The same with the guys when they was on the ship with Jonah. Because they like, who basically pissed off their power? That all this storm and tempest is coming.
Yeah. And
when they suspected it was him and they threw him over the board, I think they did like a sacrifice after that, if I'm not mistaken. But same thing with Nebuchadnezzar. You know, when they put Daniel in the lion's den and the lions didn't eat him, but they ate as soon as the other guys got thrown in there, man. Hey, we serve a mighty power, man. We serve a mighty power. He about to do some things in this earth, man. All of them movies people be watching is about to become reality, all right? And I feel it. I feel it, man.
It's what verse is that? We're in verse 33. God, it says, now as the high priest was making an atonement, the same young men in the same clothing appeared and stood beside Heliodorus, saying, give Onias the high priest great thanks.
Great thanks.
Insomuch as for his sake the Lord Yahweh hath granted thee life. And seeing that thou hast been scourged from heaven, declare unto all the men the mighty power of Yahweh.
Let them know. Speak. That's why I always say it's just like Freddy versus Jason, man. The Lord uses the angels and people and us in the scriptures to spread that fear, man. All right. You're going to reverence Yahawah, man. BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. You're going to. You ain't gonna have an option. None of us is gonna have an option. All right.
It says, and when they had spoken these words, they appeared no more. So Heliodorus, after he had offered sacrifice unto the Lord and made great vows unto him that had saved his life, and saluted Onias, returned with his host to the king. Then testified he to all men the works of the great power which he had seen with his eyes. And when the king asked Heliodorus who might be a fit man to be sent yet once again to Jerusalem, he said,
listen, this man, this is the pride of people. This man just told you. I know he told you about the ass whooping he got.
You had to pray for my life.
But the king, he like, all right, I'm glad you made it out. Well, since you couldn't get it done, who do you suggest we send to get the job done? Go ahead. Gotta extrapolate, man.
Yeah, hey, it says, if thou hast any enemy, I read it again. It says, and when the king had asked Heliodorus who might be a fit man to be sent yet once again to Jerusalem, he said, if thou hast any enemy or traitor, send him thither, and thou shalt receive him well scourged if he escape with his life.
You're going to get him back beat up if he escaped with his life. That's the only way you're going to get him back, if he escaped with his life. He didn't escape with his life. Heliodorus' life was given back unto him. And then he escaped with his life. Go ahead.
For in that place, no doubt, there is an especial power of Yahawah.
For in that place, no doubt, there's an especial, what did it say?
There's an especial power.
A special power, all right, of the Most High. Look, that ain't nothing like we experienced. He's seen angels. He got beat up by angels. He lost his life to angels. And then the angel said, give Onias great thanks, for he has granted thee thy life. Boy, like,
thank that man.
When you wake up, tell him thank you.
God. It says, for he that dwelleth in the heaven hath his eye on that place and defendeth it, and he beateth and destroyeth them that come to hurt it.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. He protects that place, man. He protects the temple. All right. He protects the land. He protects the people. Okay. Go ahead.
And the things concerning Heliodorus and the keeping of the treasury fell out on this sort.
Yep. So he got his ass beat. Said, if you want to send anybody you don't like, send them. You might receive him back with what you want if he's able to escape.
And this is that same power. That same power exists today, man.
Yeah.
You know, so when you see certain type of things happening to people that may be scoffing against the word or talking, that's why, man. This is an account of the same sort, man. You know?
I'm gonna grab this right quick. This is 1 Peter 2:4. It says, to whom concerning as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious, speaking about Yahawashi, the one whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yet also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable to the Most High by Yahawashi HaMashiach. Wherefore it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you, therefore, which believe, he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the cornerstone. Right? And a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. So we are what? Lively stones, are built up a spiritual house. So we're adding on to that cornerstone by laboring, by putting in the works, by serving YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. We are now that temple. We are now that place, because we always been that people. Can you get that?
This is 2 Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 19.
Huh.
It says, nevertheless, The Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake,
Mm-hmm.
but the place for the people's sake.
Yeah, that's what it is. The Lord didn't choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people. So that place was made holy for us. All right, not us made holy for it. You know what I'm saying? Because through the Spirit, hey, we're holy, but America's not holy. You know what I'm saying? This place was made for the reason it was made for, man. Our punishment. Okay. All right. And then we're going to go back and get our land. All right. So as the Lord protects the temple and he protects the land, okay, just like when the Samaritans was in there living and the Lord was sending lions in there, and who they had to go run to? They had to go and get a priest, man. All right. So just because them people over there, them rats over there, have what is supposed to be ours, it's just for a moment. Just because Esau is ruling the world is just for a moment. All right. You've done enough, more than enough, man. Wickedness unto the apple of the Lord's eye, unto his precious stones, unto his chosen people. All right. Unto the ones who he chose and ordained before the foundation of the earth to be his people, to be holy, man. Yeah. So you are going to be held accountable for your actions, all right?
All right, hey, and it says it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. Now, essentially, that's talking to the nation of Israel first and foremost, because by us being the Lord's inheritance, the Lord's temple. You know, it said that judgment's going to start with us. So it says it's a fearful thing to fall into his hands. But also, as we just read, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power.
That's the spirit. The brother is showing that right now.
Hey, anybody that falls into the hand of living power, that's the father of spirits, man. And once he got his hands on you, can't nobody say nothing about it, man, because he's a righteous judge, you know. So I just want to add that, you know. That's pretty much all I have to add to that, brother.
Hey, there's about to be some things happening, man. Okay, the Lord's going to have to prove us. He's going to have to show we're going to have to have faith in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose hope the Lord is. That's what it's going to come down to. Yeah, you waking up, got your everyday routine that you're doing, but eventually it's going to come to a halt, man. All right, slowly but surely. And you're going to have faith and trust in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI to get you out of situations, all right?
God.
And we read these scriptures to build up your spirit, build up your faith. If you believe, you got to believe that the things you're reading here really happened, man. All right. And carry that into your spirit. OK. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you was edified. And I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again. Blessings unto the elect of Yasha Allah once again. And salutations and blessings unto you, Akim, out there and doing this truth across the four corners of the earth, as well as you men, women, and children that follow. Shalom.
Shalom.